Hey you guys, I just wanted to do a little training video on how to handle potential customers. Excuse me because it's late at night and I've been dealing with kids, just got kids to bed, so I don't look the greatest, but I wanted to do this tonight while I had a chance, okay? So we're going to be going over how to handle potential customers. So that's family, it's friends, anybody that reaches out to you asking about Monat. So first off, before I became a stay-at-home mom 3 years ago, I worked for my parents' company, and they owned a bracing company. And we were licensed, we were certified and accredited. When people had an injury or medical condition, we didn't just give them our website. We didn't just hand them a brace through the window of our office and just send them on their way. We took them back, we evaluated them, we measured them, we found the right brace for them, fit them, showed them how to use it, and we scheduled follow-ups. And that is the same thing we need to be doing for Monat. We have a responsibility to do that. If we don't do those things, then you're not only setting yourself up for failure with your business, but you're setting your customers up for failure with Monat, because if they don't get the right products, they're not going to have the right results. If you don't follow up with them, if they were to experience detox symptoms, they may just quit and give up, and they're going to miss out on Monat hair. So we want them to experience all the benefits of Monat. So it's important that you follow these steps. We are not reinventing the wheel. This has been the way it works and the way we are trained. We have people with 3 years experience doing this, people in our upline with a year experience. So we don't just need to go at it on our own. There's a simple duplicatable process that we do with everybody. So first off, if you have somebody who comes to you asking about Monat, the first thing you do is you ask them some questions. So let's say they say, hey, I'm interested in Monat. You say, okay, well, first off, let me ask you a few questions. So you ask, what is your hair type? Is it oily, dry, thin, thick, coarse, fine, curly, frizzy, thinning? And then you ask number 2, what is something you change about your hair? Manageability, volume, frizz control, thinning, and last, number 3, what other than shampoo and conditioner, what styling products do you use? So I feed them those 3 questions and wait for their response. And I will also send an email out with all this exact verbiage where you can copy and paste into an email or text or Facebook Messenger, so you have that. But you ask them those questions every time, no matter who it is. Find out that information. Initially, before you're, I know all of y'all are new, so anytime you have a customer, ask those questions. Once you get the answer, text me, and the 2 of us will come up with the best products. Don't do this on your own yet. Once you have enough experience and you're comfortable, you can go out and do it on your own. But initially, you should be texting me. We got to make sure they get the right products. If they end up with the wrong ones, they're going to have not the best results. Okay, so then they'll come back to you with their response, and that's when we come up with the right products. After they've given me that, and I'll come back to them and I'll say, okay, here are the products I would recommend for you. Shampoo, the conditioner, whatever else. And then I say, okay, now there are 3 ways to buy. Yes, there are 3 ways. Always list all 3. You don't have to go into huge detail of what it means to be a market partner, but always give them all 3 options. Some people may just want to sign up and buy a product pack so they get a really good discount. Okay, so always give them 3 options. So I will list out number 1, you can buy retail, and I put, that's full price plus shipping. Again, all of this will be in your email that I'm sending you. Number 2 is VIP. You list off all the benefits of VIP. And then number 3, market partner. And there's a brief description for that. And then you'll say which one do you think fits you. Once they come back to you with they want to do VIP or retail or whatever, then you can give them the price breakdown. They might say, okay, what is the retail price and then the VIP price? And you can do a price comparison. If you need help with the math, text me. I'm good at that. So then you'll give that to them and give them the price. I don't just send my website, give my website out. Really, ever do I do that. I want people to come to me, and initially I like to place their first order. So once they have agreed on how to buy and which products, then I will ask them for their address, their credit card number, and nobody has ever not given that to me. And if they choose not to, then I can give them my website. But I ask for the information, their date of birth. All of this again will be in the email, and then I place their first order for them. So you can go into your back office, and it'll say sign up a new customer, or you can just go to your website as if you were them and do it that way. Once you have placed the order, or if they have gone and ordered, through the website themselves, you always, like within 24 hours, send them a follow-up email. And I've already given each of you an example of that email. I will send a refresher with this video. But you send them an email. You can kind of personalize it how you want. Go over, how to wash, what their login, their password is, kind of an explanation of if they're VIP, the 3 and Thank You program. So they'll refer people to you. In that email, you'll attach the what to expect in 60 days picture, image. You will do their VIP terms if they signed up as a VIP. Always remember to tell them the requirements of VIP. You have to have 2 following FlexShip orders before you can cancel without charge. And you can read them those VIP agreement beforehand, but don't forget that. And then I usually do like a price list, and sometimes just like the Monat hair care tips. It's important to make sure they know to wash twice and condition once. So always send that email within 24 hours. And then you can check up maybe in like a week to see if they received their products. I usually just wait until a couple weeks and say, hey, how's your hair doing? Do you have any questions about any of your products? And they may say, no, I'm doing good. And, that's fine. Then you'll just tell them that's great and move on. I might check in again, like maybe a month later, just to say, hey, are you doing okay? Just as a reminder, there's the 3 and Thank You program. If you refer 3 people, you can earn free products. So it's a good time to tell them about that. And also remind them about FlexShips. You're going to get an email a week out. Let me know if you need me to help you. So follow up with your customers. When you check in with somebody, they say, oh, my hair is tangling, or they kind of have some detox symptoms, which is not as common. I went through it, so I thought most people were going to experience that, and very few of my customers have. But, if that happens, if anyone's going through detox, especially like right now while you're new, text me and we will come up with a solution for them. Sometimes if it's somebody that lives nearby, you might be able to give them like a sample of the mask or, something to help them through whatever issue they're having. We have to treat it, as a case by case because everybody's different. But just encourage them to stick with it. Of course, they have the 30-day money-back guarantee, but I always encourage them to stick with it. If I didn't, I would have missed out. If anybody's having detox, giving them some tips, check in maybe like a week later. If they're like, well, I'm doing okay, I'm just kind of just waiting it out, then maybe like the next month, check in with them. Put them on your calendar. If you don't follow up, you might lose them as a customer, or they might, if they have a bad experience, then they just quit using it and they miss out on Monat. We're doing this to help people. Okay, so just as a quick recap, if someone comes to you, ask those questions, their hair type, what they want to change about their hair, and then we find the right products for them, and do this every time. This is what a simple duplicatable process. You do it every time. Don't change it up. Don't throw them out there on their own. On that Monat Hair Testimonials Facebook page, I see people a lot of times they'll be asking, questions about their products, and it's like, who signed you up? Like, where'd they go? You need to follow up with people. If you're too busy and you're not interested in that, then talk to me and we'll figure out. You can refer those people to me, or if you're just busy that day and you have somebody, give them my number. I'll get them set up and get them ordered through you. We can work through it. Just because you're busy, you have a full-time job, you have kids, you have things going on, doesn't mean you can't do this and do well at it. Some of our upline have full-time jobs and they are doing incredibly well in Monat. So you have a great opportunity. It is a business and you have to treat it like a business. And with that, I also want to say, don't be shy or don't be embarrassed that you're earning money. I know it's kind of hard because, we're advertising to friends and family, and you might be posting on Facebook and you're, kind of hesitant. But this is a job. It's a business. You are, it may not be like your sole business, but you're providing for your family. You're earning some extra income, whether it may be a small amount, just for some extra spending money, or, much bigger. It's a job. We're helping people. So don't think of it as people doing you a favor to order. Yes, they're doing you a favor to order from you and not somebody else. And they're supporting and helping you. But, when we look at teachers or doctors or attorneys or nurses, they're helping people, even a waiter or a waitress. And, if you were in one of those positions or one of those careers, you're not thinking, well, I'm kind of embarrassed that they know I'm getting, paid to do this. But you're earning a living, so don't be shy about it. Don't be embarrassed. You really have to come out of your comfort zone, and you can do this. I'm here for you. And that is one other thing is each of you signed up as a market partner, whether you're thinking mostly just to have the savings of your products, or if you're actually wanting to do it as a business. But you are my responsibility, so I'm going to text you. I'm going to email you. If there is a method of communication you prefer, then let me know. But as things come up, I might remind you. I might send you information as far as, training, just like this. That's my job. I want you to succeed. If at any time you're, just it's too much, you're not interested, let me know. And like I said, we will figure out something. Whether it's you just refer, your customers to me and I handle them for you. We can do that. You cannot hurt me. But my biggest fear is just signing up people and we let them go. I don't want people to be forgotten. Even people that have been my customer for months now, I might check in with them every once in a while, say, hey, how are you doing? Because if there's something wrong, we can oftentimes help them. It may be a switch in product and they may be doing just fine, but you don't know to help them or to fix them. I mean, you want to show interest in them. So that's very important. So make sure you are doing that. Don't go out just on your own. People have gone before us and have done this, and it works. So stick with it. I'm trying to think if there's any last things I need to tell you guys. Oh, make sure you do your Market Partner Academy. This is training. We are representing Monat. It does have an option of, are you wanting to go all out in this business, or you just kind of signed up just, for the discount. So it takes probably about an hour if you sit down and do it all at once. You log into your back office, go to the link, Market Partner Academy, pulls up a new website, and there are like 4 sections, and under that there are, small chapters. So it's important because it goes over how to talk to people, the language to use. It goes over select sampling, how to do samples with people. And then a little bit on product training. So do that when you have time. And that's one thing with this business is if you're overwhelmed, you have a lot on your plate, set aside a time to do these things, to, go to Facebook groups and get caught up on any, like training information, or follow up with customers. You don't have to just do it, scattered all day long. Like set up a time, and that's, dedicated to Monat. Okay, so do your Market Partner Academy. Trying to think if there's anything else. I will include in the email what I talked about for customers, so you can just copy and paste that. I keep it in a notes folder on my phone where I can copy and paste it into a text. You don't have to retype it all every time. And then I usually have a notebook with me, like at all times, where if somebody starts messaging me, I get out a piece of paper and a pen, and I just start writing what they're telling me and notes on which products and prices, and I kind of save it, because some people, they may not like that moment say, okay, I want to order. It may be a couple days, or some people it was a couple months before they actually committed and were ready, maybe had the money. So, have a notebook to put all this stuff in. It's important to just be familiar, not just with the business, but with the products. And the more you do it, you'll get a hang of it. Text me anytime. You are no bother. And I will help you as needed. Same thing with our upline. Let's see. I think that's it, you guys. I'm excited to have you on my team, to see what we can do together. And main thing, just to help people and share about, what they can do to have great hair. I think that's it. I'll talk to you guys later.